with 3 goals. His big brother, Jason, the hottest shooter in the league, with 19 in the last 20. Starting lineup brought to you by Molson. Molson. You know, the Robertsons should be center stage here. A turnover. Jamie Benn's in. And a sharp early stop by Hildeby. That puck high off the glass. Just stayed in play as the Leafs cleared it. Back in comes Steele. Maybe Benn was playing on the top line. Chance in front, and Hildeby once again. But rookie for Dallas wears 49. And here comes Morgan Riley to work. Morgan Riley over the line. Snaps the shot with a heavy hit there on Thomas Harley. There's a check. It's Austin Matthews in, and a glove stop by Oettinger.
Oh, boy. It's Oettinger who read this well. Good tracking of the puck now. Quick active stick. Jump into the hole, and those quick hands of Austin Matthews trying to get Oettinger to bite. And that's Thomas Harley who ends up with the turnover. But you can see he bit early, did Oettinger.
From all accounts, expected to be on Team Canada, although not apparently playing as well as he did last year, along with Michelli. Nylander wants it right now, but the penalty done as he sends it across to Tavares. Going back to Nylander with a burst right down Main Street there, and just unable to get a good deflection here. Jason Robertson wins the battle, scores! The Leafs will argue that one as Robertson outfights Jake McCabe.
The player really has an ability to get to it back, just throws it up. It bounces once, and there's Robertson stunning McCabe, and then able to just keep control. You know you're on a hot streak when you're able to catch a rolling puck like this from a bad angle, and that's one for Dennis Hildeby he's got to have. I said earlier on, these officials were letting these guys wrestle and play. There's been numerous times on both sides.
Trying to put it back in front for Nyes. Now behind the net, centered. And a backhand at the horn by Domi. Not much on it than Oettinger.
About the two of them and their family and their upbringing.
So we start the second period. The Leafs had the edge in shots. Tavares follows up. He's got Nyes right down the middle. In front, Michelli. Stopped by Oettinger. What a chance for Matthias Michelli.
And watch Oettinger. He's just playing percentages here. Doesn't feel that the pass is going to come across because he's got support from his defenseman right there. So he's able to stay tight to that.
Didn't get a good bounce, and Benoit falls on the play. Falls again. He's got to get back in a hurry. Renton looks across. Johnston off the glove. So 7:13 gone here in the second. Dennis Hildeby with a glove stop. Now across. Morgan Riley. Nylander fires that and missed the mark. And it ends up out of play. What a good look. It's Steele back, but Steele makes the defensive play. Now Michelli gets it back to Nylander. John Tavares in front. And
there, good little play on the forecheck. Michelli creates the turnover. Nylander with the quick pass. You can see how quickly Oettinger just took a couple of strides out to try to...
They say that's onside. As Domi goes back to get it. Oh, here's a turnover and a quick shot. Rebound! Scores!
Toronto is using their coach's challenge to determine if the play was offside prior to the goal.
I was expecting that a whistle would go. Wow. Remember, it's got to be
video review. It was determined that the play was offside. Therefore,
there
no
you go.
goal.
Wow.
The clock will be reset to 11:42.
Joshua in position to, and a keep loose side of the net, and a chance there for Hintz. Close call. Leafs trying to outnumber the Stars down there. Matthews up with it. Nyes in front. Kicks it back. Riley a shot. Loose puck in front. And another huge stop by Oettinger.
When they got control out of that battle in the corner, and this one got deflected in front. You could see the active stick by Oettinger pushes it back up.
Here's Matthews. That's as close as the Leafs have been here in the second. Riley holds, shoots, and a blocker stopped by Oettinger. Thomas Harley out of the box, gives it up, steps for a shot, rebound,
Stetcher with the one chance. In tight, another chance. Lawton not able to get it up and over. And once again, no stick for Oettinger, but somehow one good block in front and then a last-ditch effort.
Buckling up for a big third period here in Dallas. They're just reflecting on, here's the team down. They've been struggling.
To the Nashville game, that really started out promising. We're talking about playing not to lose. And here's another challenge of that. You're down by one, so maybe that helps.
Yeah.
You can bring the energy.
There's a loose puck in front. He'll be down. And they didn't get hemmed at all in that middle frame. There's Lyubushkin. Padded to the boards by Hildeby. Mikko Rantanen to work. Here's Sam Steele. Lawton stays with him. Lyubushkin scores! Ilya Lyubushkin in back-to-back games. And that one will be tough to take.
Watch the reaction as he tries to come out here. I'm not sure if he's expecting the shot to come. Lyubushkin through a bit of a crowd, and he's late to respond. His glove is in an awkward position, and the shot actually goes underneath. As a goaltender, you're thinking this is going to be, oh, it got deflected. Wow.
Pittsburgh Tuesday afternoon. Leafs trying to change the course of this late stage, but they've got to come up with a kill against the #2 power play in the NHL. Turning with it, Duchesne, a shot right on. Rebound to Lawton, he's out. Maybe 2-on-1. Nick Watt digging down the ice. Lawton on the way, scores! Scott Lawton, as the penalty expired. Not a short-handed goal, but the Leafs are within one.
Good defensive plays. Here's a great block, a little chip. And right in the middle here, Watt does a nice job of at least getting in to be an outlet. That might have affected Oettinger a little bit. How about Lawton, though? Forget about the pass. You make the decision right here, and he absolutely wires it. The Oettinger down early and right off over the shoulder. Every shooter's dream.
Dallas in the Leaf zone. Out comes Duchesne. Lindell. Heiskanen scores. Heavy traffic in front. I think Jamie Benn able to get a touch on that. And Dallas back on top by 2.
In his head, it just got a little bit jammed up in front. Benn's battling with Benoit, and wow, that's just a veteran tip there. You see his reaction to that one as this one's coming to the one side, and it gets deflected back as he's sliding across. Hildeby takes a peek to the left. The shot's to the right and up and over. Benn gets enough to change this direction. Maybe not as aggressively as I'd like Hildeby. Nazardine, the coach, was for the second unit. You know, the little details of the game, not just the first unit out there. Make sure the second unit defensively knows exactly what to do.
And a lot of 6-on-5 goals and not much practice. Here's an empty net. Ekman Larsson trying to get back, and Bork scores.
There's a motivated guy. I said before, he hadn't scored in 10. Got one in the second period. It was taken away. He was not going to lose that foot race. So now the challenge is to try to stay positive and gain confidence while the negative is happening around you. That's the biggest
There's another
challenge.
It's Kobe, it is. To the Dallas lead 5-1 with 16.8 to go. Steer has his 5th.
Yeah, 22 goals and 60 points in just 67 games last year. And you know, when you're a young guy, it doesn't matter what the score is. You get a chance to be on the ice late, and you can just see.
10th time this year the Leafs have outshot their opponents, but they fall to 3-6-1 in that situation. And now have dropped 4 of their last 5.